There's no buy-in. That's why it's like that. It's a human behavior. You can have all the goal setting, but ultimately all these people ask this question: what's in it for me? That's the question. As long as you can find that what's in it for your staff, then the machine starts to work. Okay? Then you can ask the person to be the best admin, personnel, everything. You will ask them this question: why should I? It's a real thing. You can tell him all this corporate thing. You can tell him this is the corporate thing. You could do this. You could. But what motivates a person? The motivation word will come back over and over again. And a lot of people think that motivation is about the loud rah-rah. Give me a V. Give me an I. Give me a C. Give me a victory. Everybody shout, shout, shout. They go outside. They are not motivated. Motivation is clearly. Motivation is giving me the reason to believe that what you said I can achieve. The quotient of motivation is, look, is it real? Is the vision real? Is the goal achievable? That's a real motivation. So even I was talking to one of the interns outside and said, explain to me. I say if I put a $50 on the floor and you see the $50 there and you say you only take 3 steps to go there, grab the $50, it's real, you put it in your pocket, would you do it? And she said, yes, I would. Because it's real. And she's motivated to do it. Now, if I said the $50 is just behind the door, you can't really see it, but it's there. Now the element of risk comes in. She said, maybe he's bluffing me. Because she doesn't see it. So the quotient of motivation drops to 80%. Maybe it's not real. And that's what motivation really is. And the further the goal is, and they say, I don't know, I don't see how this could really happen. The motivation is very low. And no amount of rah-rah is going to make that happen. And productivity is exactly that. Okay? So people come into the office with this kind of attitude. In fact, I know some of you are running your own business and some of you are the bosses, but the rest of the employees, how many of you actually get up on Monday mornings, work day, and say, woohoo, it's a work day? No, What do y'all say? Monday. Yeah. And if you come into the workplace with this kind of attitude, if you pay me peanuts, I work like monkeys lor. And I mean, you guys are HR. This is the real word that was for you is, if you pay peanuts, you're going to hire monkeys. That's for HR, correct HR? You don't have a proper budget, you hire less competent staff. But the employees, as usual employees, they can turn and turn, they say, you pay me peanuts, I work like monkeys. I tell the employees this, and this is something you should go and tell back your employees. Nobody forced you to take this job. When the job was given to you, your salary was given to you, it was assigned. You accepted it like a contract. So how can you say you pay me peanuts? In fact, I tell them, if you say this thing, if you pay me peanuts, I will work like monkeys or work like a monkey. At the end of the year, your boss will see the monkey in you. And when it's time to pay bonus, they see the monkey in you, they pay you peanuts. That goes in the vicious cycle. And it's a very simple strategy. I have 100 success strategies. I will share as many as I can until they say time's up. They show me the sign time's up, I will stop. And the strategy is simply this: work above your salary scale. Simple strategy, it works wonders. What does that mean? If you're paid $5,000, work like you're paid a salary scale of 7 or 9 or something. Why? Because you work way beyond what your job requires you to. At the end of the year, time to review, they say, oh, this was a very good hire. Well worth our money. In fact, lack of a better word, you're underpaid. Make sense? So they have to slowly pay you back up. If they don't, someone else will. So they get motivated now. Just tell them the strategy. Look, don't wait for us to pay you, then you work. Work, we will pay you. Then you will stick out. Let's say you have 100 sales executives and 2 or 3 of you are working like you're champions. You're the obvious choice for the next promotion. Work, stick out, work like champions. So work above your salary scale. It just works. If you're a sales executive, work like you're the best sales executive. If you're a delivery man, work like you're the best delivery man. If you're a security guard, work with the kind of motivation and the positivity that people say, look, he loves his job. He's the obvious choice to be the next supervisor. Simple. Simple strategy, share with your staff. they become more productive. Productive happens when your staff are motivated to perform the best that they can at work. What's professionalism? Professionalism is being at your peak, whether you're in the mood or not. Wow, interesting definition. Huh? Professionalism is being at your peak, whether you're in the mood or not. Which means this is what your boss hired you. There's no such thing as an off day. Today I don't feel like. Today I this one pain, that one pain, this one pain. Yeah. When you're going for brain surgery, your doctor tells you that. Your surgeon tells you that. Today I'm not in a mood actually to operate your brain. Don't mind me if I make one or two mistakes. Cannot. Whatever quarrels you have, leave it at home. Whatever you have, leave it at home, because you got to be at the best as you can be regardless of what kind of mood you are in. Interesting? So you can quarrel, whoever's in your staff, with your staff, the phone call, hello and welcome to whatever company. You're back into professionalism again. Okay? So productivity happens when you can motivate your staff into this level. And I ask this question, what face or what attitude do you bring to the office? I ask the staff. And as a body language coach, I understand this. When they say, why your face so long? It is really long. Because when you don't smile, it's like that. Very long. You don't put any energy in, the muscles start to sag. Okay? Blame gravity. But that's it. Okay? And I know it's very stressful in Singapore, and we had a second celebration at Hong Lim Square recently, just a few days ago. over invitation of citizenship or whatever, and people are getting very stressed, and I just ask them, what type of face do you bring to the office? In fact, we cannot smile anymore. We're becoming very critical and very cynical group of citizens, aren't we? Yeah? I don't even dare to compliment a girl when she's pretty anymore in Singapore. When I was in New York, when I complimented a girl, hey, you're pretty, she said, well, thank you, those are very kind words, you have a nice day. She said thank you, she accepted it. In Australia, I did the same thing. Hey, you're pretty. And she said, why? You're not too bad yourself, mate. In Singapore, I see a pretty girl. Hey, you're pretty. She said, 我跟你讲，我不相信这些东西啊！你再过来，我叫警察抓你！我跟你讲，跟我能拉你，讨厌。Very stressed, or what? I don't know. So I was wondering whether this is in Singapore or in other parts of the world. So when I was invited to Thailand recently, and I saw a very pretty girl, I said, hey, you're pretty. And he said, thank you. Okay, never mind. Let's see. No, the thing is, I'm asking you this is, what kind of face do you bring to the office? When you see a child, what, you give him a scary face? No, right? Because you want the child to like you and to love you, and you give him the most approachable face. Come to uncle, come to auntie, and you give your best non-threatening face. Can't we bring the attitude and face to the office? Hi, welcome. How's your weekend, Kenneth? How's your weekend, Jackie? Right? And if we can have that, your environment, you can create your own environment, because how you behave, your environment simply reacts to you. How you behave, your environment simply reacts to how you behave. So you're nice to people, people are nice to you. Fair? Yeah. If you're generous to people, you like to be generous to people who are generous. Fair? Yeah, this is the same analogy as I always give about a dog. The dog also wait for your reaction. You see a dog, you chase the dog run away. You run away, the dog chases you. The dog knows psychology, I know lah. It's just waiting for a reaction. The dog knows how to size you up. So if you are like in the office, you create a problem, people keep creating problems for you.